In the last video, we identified how to recognize whether some equation was quadratic in form or not. In this video, we're going to talk about how we solve equations that are quadratic in form. So let's go back to that first example. Suppose I have x to the fourth plus 2x squared minus 8 equals 0. Again, this is quadratic in form because the first power is twice the second power. So we can let u equal x squared, and u squared equals x to the fourth. So we get u squared plus 2u minus 8 equals 0. Well, if you look closely at this, you'll notice that it factors. Factors of minus 8 that add up to 2 are u plus 4 and u minus 2 equals 0. So when we solve, this gives us u equals minus 4 and u equals 2. And we're almost done. We've solved the quadratic in form part, but we haven't solved for the original variable. So wherever I see a u, I replace it with an x squared. So x squared equals minus 4, and x squared equals 2. We take the square root of both sides, add our plus or minus, and x equals plus or minus 2i. Square root of 4 is 2, square root of negative 1 is I. Do the same thing with the x squared equals 2. And here when we add our plus minus, the 2 doesn't come out, so we simply get x is plus or minus the square root of 2. So our answer is the solution set, square root of 2 minus square root of 2, 2i, and minus 2i. Notice we found 1, 2, 3, 4 answers, and we were expecting 4 answers. For this next problem, we're going to go to that second problem that we did, and we're going to let our x plus 1 over x squared minus 6 times x plus 1 over x plus 8 equals 0. So again, we let u equal the smaller of the two, so that u squared can be equal to the bigger of the two, and we get u squared minus 6u plus 8 equals 0. Factors of 8 that add up to negative 6 are u minus 4 and u minus 2. So now u equals 4 and u equals 2, but we're not solving for u, we're solving for x. So we get x plus 1 over x equals 4, and x plus 1 over x equals 2. Well, in both cases, x cannot equal 0 because that would put a 0 on the bottom. So let's multiply everything by x. And when we do that on the other side, that gives us x squared plus 1 equals 4x, and x squared plus 1 equals 2x. So x squared minus 4x plus 1 equals 0, x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. This one factors as x minus 1 squared, so that tells me that x is 1. So 1 is a solution to this equation. The other one, though, doesn't work out as nicely. We're going to have to use the quadratic formula. Let x equal minus a minus 4 plus or minus the square root of minus 4 squared minus 4 times 1 all over 2, which is 4 plus or minus 16 minus 4 over 2, 4 plus or minus 12, square root of 12. That's 4 and 3, so a 2 comes out. So we get 4 plus or minus 2 root 3 over 2. Notice the 2 goes into both. So my answer is x equals 2 plus or minus the square root of 3. And so my 4 answers are 2 minus the square root of 3, 1, and 2 plus the square root of 3. Now notice I said 4 answers, and I'm expecting 2 answers, but with the radical, it kind of gets in the way there, and the rational gets in the way as well. And so that's how we solve something that's quadratic in form, is you first solve for u, then plug that u back in and solve just like whatever equation was coming back is the one that you had started with. And that'll give you all of the solutions that you need.